Hello there and welcome to another Premier League preview. It is the preview for Aston Villa versus Liverpool today on what is a very rainy Saturday, I should say. My God, my days are going missing. It's a very rainy Saturday where I am, but I hope whatever you're doing this weekend, whatever you're doing today, tomorrow, and forevermore, I hope you're all keeping well, hope you're doing well, and I hope things are going good. Now, let's get into this one, and I want to go through the lineups first of all before we get into predictions. Now, obviously, we know as Liverpool we've got a couple of injuries. I want to go through and just have a look at who we've actually got out at the moment. I'll go through injuries and then other factors of why other people are out as well, which we know, but even so. So Matip, I think Tsimikas as well is going to be out. Oxlade-Chamberlain's obviously out. Jordan Henderson is a doubt. People are saying that he could return at the weekend, but if it's a risk, and also that the fact that he's going out for international duty with England, and I think they're playing like 3 games or something while they're out there, which I think is just, it's a risk, massive risk. It's a risk for anybody going out on international duty at the moment, which Jurgen Klopp has said as well. He's very worried about releasing players to go for international duty in other countries. We don't know what's going to happen day to day, week by week, in terms of lockdown procedures in certain countries and such like that as well. And then in other ways, the virus has hit us is with Thiago, which was last week, I think it was, and also now lately, I think yesterday, was Sadio Mane. Now, it was quite late last night. Maybe I say late. It's late for me because I start work at 2 a.m. I have to go. I go to bed at 9 o'clock is like my midnight. And I had actually recorded a preview video, and as I was about to make the thumbnail for it and stuff like that as well, and get it uploaded, had it uploaded on YouTube, is about to hit upload, go live, and it hits that Sadio Mane has got the COVID-19, the coronavirus as well. So all I can say is he's going to be a miss. He definitely will be a miss, but I just wish the very best for him, hope that he can recover perfectly fine. He himself has put out an Instagram post and a Twitter post as well, saying that he's doing okay, showing very few symptoms, and will just work on recovering as best as possible. Pretty much the same as what Thiago's done as well. So we're going to miss both of those players. Definitely going to miss, Sadio Mane. He's such a key player for us. But that's why it brings us straight into the lineup for Liverpool. Now, I'm going off the SofaScore app. Not an advert or anything like that, just an app that I use. One of a few. I use FOTMob as well. Now, Alisson in goal, definitely. Trent, Gomez, Virgil van Dijk. This is the predicted lineup that they've put. Now, for some reason, they've put Milner there. I don't know why. Maybe it's based off the last game that we played, which was against Arsenal, but it's got to be Robertson. Definitely has to be Andy Robertson. Unless there's something wrong that none of us know about, it's got to be Robertson, in my opinion. Then into the midfield, it's Naby Keita, Fabinho, and Jorginho, Wijnaldum, which is exactly what I would have gone with as well. And then up front, we basically know what we're going to get now that we know that Sadio Mane won't be taking part. Is Diogo Jota coming in for his full Premier League debut, a full start for Liverpool anyway. Bobby Firmino up front and Mohamed Salah on the right-hand side as well. Now, we're still going to have options. We might be missing Thiago. We're going to be missing Sadio Mane. We could even be missing Jordan Henderson, but we will still have depth on the bench as well. We're still going to have options. Minamino is one that I also look at as being someone that can maybe change the game, give that little bit more of an injection of energy, pace, trickery, and I think he can cause problems. If anything, I wouldn't mind seeing if he started with Minamino instead of Firmino. Either or. I'm happy with either because Minamino looks like the closest thing that we have at the moment that we've ever seen of being able to sort of replicate and not replace. I don't mean replace as in Bobby Firmino leaves. I mean, like, if Bobby Firmino needs a rest, we put Minamino up front. He does the similar sort of work rate, plays the similar sort of role for us, and he's adapted to it really, really well. He's a very good option for us as well. There's going to be a lot of, obviously, if we get Jordan Henderson even on the bench, that would be fantastic. That would be really, really great. Milner will definitely be on the bench as well as a left-back option or something like that if something happens, or a full-back option, or just if we need him to play striker, I'm pretty sure Milner would play striker as well. So yeah, look, I'm looking forward to what we're going to put out. I'm looking forward to seeing Jota in his full Premier League debut. What I saw in the Arsenal game midweek from him, there was nothing wrong with it. Not in my opinion. It was a difficult game overall, but he was very, very good. He was very good when he came on in the Premier League game, against Arsenal as well, where we won 3-1. He scored a goal on his debut there. So that was fantastic. That was really, really good. Looking forward to seeing him play. Now, we come on to Aston Villa. And got to talk about Aston Villa, really, because I think I've been really impressed with what they've done so far. I think they've had a game where they won 1-0. I don't know who they were against. Maybe Sheffield United was one of them. And they won 3-0. I want to say it was against Fulham, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, because Fulham could get beat 3-0 by pretty much anybody by the looks of it. So they've done really well. They've only played 2 games so far, but they've kept 2 clean sheets from what I remember, and they've got 2 wins. Fantastic, 6 points from 6. They've started really, really well. There's 2 players. I want to say 2 players. I'm going to go with 3 players. There's 3 players that I'm looking out for that I think could be massive difference makers for Aston Villa, and people that we're going to have to be wary of as well. I'm going to start with Ollie Watkins, because I think he's exactly what they needed up front. He's a dangerous man. He's good at being a target man as well, but he's got good pace about him as well. Good movement as well. He's not just a static centre forward or anything like that. He's good at bringing other people into play, but he's also being able to being on the receiving end of being brought into play, if you know what I mean, as well. So he can have his back to goal, or he can run in behind. Dangerous player as well. And if they're going with the front 3 of Trezeguet, the Egyptian one, not the French one, Trezeguet, Ollie Watkins, and the other danger man, which is Jack Grealish, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a really tough game. And we come on to Jack Grealish now. He is Aston Villa. He is just Aston Villa. Without Jack Grealish, I don't think that they would do as well as they're doing. He does so much work in attack, but he also does the similar sort of work in defence as well. He's up and down that pitch, left, right and centre, all over the place, and he's a very, very good creator. Whether it's from a set piece, whether it's from a counter-attacking move, whether it's from a passing move, he's a very versatile player, very dangerous player, and someone that we're really going to need to look at shutting down. Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to have, if he's playing on that side, is going to have to be very, very on it. So is everybody, to be able to contain Jack Grealish. Because if you contain Jack Grealish, you take away a lot of their dangers, you take away a lot of their threats. They still have threats in the other players that they have, but they actually look like a pretty quality team as well. Honourable mentions for the most dangerous men as well is John Mcginn. John McGinn's a fantastic creator in midfield as well, very dangerous. He's got very good vision. And an eye for a ball. I'm not saying that he's Kevin De Bruyne level or anything like that, but he's got a very, very good eye for a pass, whether it's along the floor or over the top, and they've got the players to be able to react to his sort of creativity as well. I think that they've done some really good business in defence, Matty Cash being one of them as well, but the best business that they've done, in my opinion, is Emiliano Martinez from Arsenal. I truly believe that Arsenal may have made a mistake in getting rid of Martinez. And I'm not slagging off Leno, because I think Leno is still a fantastic goalkeeper. There's no doubt about it. But I do think that Martinez edges it in terms of who is the better goalkeeper out of the two on a more consistent basis. Martinez is just, whenever we've come up against him, which was against Arsenal, he was just redonkulous. He was just absolutely ridiculous what he would do. The amount of saves, his reaction times, his reaction speeds, his positioning, the way he would get to balls, the way that his distribution as well. He looked like the goalkeeper that Arsenal needed, and he was coming from, I think he'd been there 10 years or something like that. Instead, they went the way of Leno, and it looks like Aston Villa are really benefiting, because that defence was very porous last season, really leaked goals quite a bit. But, and I love Pepe Reina, but it's not his time anymore. It really isn't. Obviously, as a Liverpool fan, I love the guy, but he's not there anymore. Martinez, when you get we saw it with Liverpool, when you get a good world-class level goalkeeper, what it can do for your defence, because you could still have a Mignolet, a Karius, and you can have a Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, Robbo and Trent, and you can have all these guys, but if your goalkeeper isn't up to scratch, which we sometimes see with Adrian, it's still, it doesn't really make a difference. You get a good goalkeeper, a very, very good goalkeeper, it makes a transforming effect of confidence for the back line in front of you, and it works both ways. If the back line are performing well, goalkeeper's got confidence as well. Confidence breeds confidence, and that's just how it is. So, it might sound like I've really bigged up Aston Villa here, and I don't think that they... I think that they warrant that. I think they've done really well. They've done really well, really good recruitment at the moment, tying down Jack Grealish as well. I think they're doing really well in the league. Yes, you can look at the teams that they've played and you can say, oh, well, the teams that they've played aren't, like top of the league or anything like that. And it's like, it doesn't matter. It's the level of performances that they put in those games. They might come unstuck against Liverpool as well, but let's make no mistake either. Before these recruits that they have at the moment, last season, I think we beat them 2-1 just the first time we played them. I think we played away. And then when we played at home, it was 2-0. It's not like we went out and absolutely smashed the back doors in on Aston Villa. That's not what happened last season. And they make it a difficult game as well by how creative they are, how direct they can be. And when I say direct, I mean like coming at you. I don't mean Sam Allardyce football. I mean like coming at you, attacking wise. They won't necessarily sit back. But if they have to, they have the ability to counter-attack and the pace to do it as well. They're going to be a dangerous team for us to come up against. And I think it's going to be a difficult game, especially towards, before the international break as well. So, in my opinion, even with our strongest team out, our very, very strongest team out, and obviously it is pretty much our strongest team minus Sadio Mane and Thiago, it pretty much is our strongest team that we will put out against Aston Villa. I'm going to go, I think it's going to be 2-1 Liverpool. I'm predicting a win because I know that we are that good. Our team, Liverpool, is that good. But I put in, not a disclaimer, I can't think of the word, like a caveat or whatever. Make no mistake, there is a chance that we could draw this game. And if we're not on our level, and if we're not on the level that we should be performing at, there's a very good chance that we could lose. That's just how it is in the Premier League. Games like these are very, very competitive. They've got nothing to lose. They're coming up against Liverpool. All what we have to lose, well, it's an unbeaten run and it's points at the top of the table. That's what we have to lose and that's what we have to keep hold of and work for. I believe we will, but I don't think it's going to be an easy game. It's maybe becoming a little bit of a tagline for me and my channel. I don't believe every single game it's going to be a cakewalk. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. And I think it's going to be difficult. We're going to have to dig in a little bit as well. We're going to have to be defensively aware, maybe a little bit more so than we have been in recent times. And hopefully, whenever we've conceded goals or whatever, hopefully that is actually giving us the kick up the arse to, hey, you know what? We have to defend as a unit, as a team. It's not just on Virgil. It's not just on Gomez. It's not on Robertson. It's not just on Trent or Alisson. It's on the whole team. It's really on the whole team. So hopefully we can go out there, get the 2-1 victory, and then it's on to the international break. It's just, I hate international breaks. I really, really do. But we'll do some stuff. We'll get some videos done and stuff like that anyway. Let me know what you think in the comments below about this game happening this weekend against Aston Villa. How do you think we're going to line up? Do you think we're going to go as strong as we can? Or do you think there's going to be some other changes in there that maybe I haven't gone through here? Let me know it in the comments below. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you later.